Hey there, today we're going to make a very delicious Korean style chicken soup. We're gonna use an entire chicken today. It's very easy to make, not too many ingredients. All you need is just a little bit of patience. Okay, so let's go over the ingredients first. First, I have a lot of garlic. This dish requires lots of garlic. We're talking 5 to 10 bulbs worth of garlic. 1 onion, some jujubes? I don't know what how to pronounce it. Jujubes? Daeju in Korean anyways. And an entire chicken. Some water and some salt and what other toppings that you like. We're gonna throw all the ingredients into one pot and let it go. Very simple. First thing to do, just cut an onion. Rough cut's fine. Let's grab our pot. And now we're just gonna chuck everything in there. So my chopped onions, all of it. My dates here, my dates are pretty small. They're about, I don't know, half an inch. They're about half an inch big. So since they're on the smaller side, I'm gonna add about, let's say 10 of them. If you have larger dates, maybe if they're like an inch big or so, I'd add maybe 4 or 5. Okay, we're gonna need tons of garlic. I don't want to peel a ton of garlic, so I just bought this. And you want to add a lot of garlic. You want to add anywhere between 6 to 10 bulbs. So depending on how large your garlic is. So I'm gonna guess each little handful here is 1 bulb. So here's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this garlic is already peeled, just throwing it in there. Just 1 more for good measure. And let's grab our chicken. Okay, I'm just gonna dump that in the pot. That's all you gotta do. Let's grab a little bit of salt. And just a little touch of pepper. Next step, all we have to do is add some water. How much water? I don't know. Let's just go by feel here. So let's see. Cold water, adding to the pot. I'd say enough to cover the chicken here. So we added about just over 4 quarts of water, or around 4 liters. And let's just put that on the stove and bring it to boil. I didn't add enough garlic. I said what, 7 to 10 bulbs? And I only added about 5 bulbs worth. So I'm gonna add some more garlic here. 1 and... Okay, I almost screwed that up. It would have been good anyways. Okay, so it's boiling now, and just in case you're wondering, this is just a pot of rice that I'm preparing. Let's take a look at this soup. That's what it looks like. Now let's drop the heat a little bit. So I brought the heat down to medium-low here, and we just want to cook the chicken, so I'll come back in an hour. Alright, so it's been about an hour now, and the chicken should be fully cooked. So we're going to pull that out. But actually, before we do that, I'm just going to quickly taste the broth and adjust it now, if there's any adjusting to be made. Let's give that a taste. Taste for salt. It smells really good. It tastes really delicious. Yummy, yummy, yummy. That's really good. I might just add just a little bit more salt. Delicious. Now let's pull out this chicken. So now we're just gonna put the lid back on this pot and put it on low heat and let this go for another couple hours. In the meantime, this chicken is piping hot right now, so I'm just gonna let it rest here and cool down a bit because we have to pull all the meat apart with our hands. Alright, so it's just been a couple minutes. It's still super duper hot. I'm probably gonna burn my fingers a bit here, but no pain, no gain. So I don't have any gloves. I wish I did, but we're just gonna use your hands here, and I'm gonna separate the bone and the meat. And actually, I'm just gonna throw all the bones back into the soup. But I'm actually gonna cut the breast off here, or butcher it off. Oh yeah, it's all cooked through, really nice. If you can't wait for the soup to be done, you can make a quick, beautiful little rice dish here. So I'm just gonna take a breast off. I'm just gonna quickly slice that, and I'll show you what you can do. So what I like about this is you can use the chicken in multiple ways. So the first thing I'm gonna show you is a quick little rice bowl. Here's a bed of rice. Let's chuck this chicken on top. Got some green onions or scallions. Cut a little bit of this. Here I got a Japanese chili oil. This is chili and garlic flavored oil. Just dump some of that on top of the rice here. Right? Add your green onions or scallions. That's it. Yeah, that looks good. Let's just give that a quick taste. Alright, let's quickly peel the rest of this chicken off. Here's the breast meat. I'm not gonna use the skin. That's my dog, Lily here. Okay, Lily, I can hear you. I see you want some chicken. Just a little piece. Okay, Lily, sit. There you go. Alright, so that's the majority of the meat. There's a bunch of little pieces there, no problem. So I'm gonna take all these bones, throw it back in. If you have some pieces of skin on, no problem. You can put the skin back in too if you want. Why not? So put the bones back in. Now we're gonna let this simmer for another 2 hours. Now the reason why we separate the meat from the soup is if we cook the meat in the soup for 3 hours, then the chicken's gonna get too soft. So that's why we pull it out so it has nice texture, mouthfeel, and then we put the carcass back into the pot and let it simmer for another couple hours so you can get all of that flavor from the bones. I'm gonna stop it there, and now I'm gonna show you how to prep it and enjoy it. So the soup, it's got this nice, it's kind of got like a milky hue to it. So here's some of that chicken that we had. Just gonna tear some in there. Lily is making sounds over here. She wants a piece of chicken, so. A little bit of fresh ground pepper. Now this is optional, but I like spicy things. So I'm going to add a little bit of this chili oil that I had. But it's up to you if you want to add some or not have some. Just a few drops. We're gonna prep out a small plate of salt and pepper. Any type of salt is fine. Just a little bit of this. Some pepper. And that's your dip for the chicken. Bowl of rice. Chopsticks. Lily. So here's what you're gonna do. Is you get your piece of chicken. You can eat it as is. Or you can dip it. Okay, Lily. Can you hear Lily talking? Or you can dip it in this salt and pepper dip here and then eat it. So remember all that garlic we put in? You want to mush it into the soup. And then the more you mush, the more garlic bombs you'll have in each bite. Really delicious. Yum.